Hey guys, my name is Alpha Redhawk and welcome back to the last part of Castle in the Darkness, or the last set anyway. So I'm back in Tifa's tower because I missed a spell, obviously, and I needed to know where that spell was, and apparently it's in here. I think it's down here. The place that I looked at online said it was in a part where you can't see the bottom of the spikes or the floor below the spikes, and that looks like just here. Oh, there you go. What a crazy world. Ah, damn it. I hate these fucking hands. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Now, of course, I have to get out of here. Oh, no, wait, the hand takes you out. Never mind. So it's been, I don't know, a month or so since I played this game. It's actually been a really long time. Let's try this out. So I'm probably going to have to get used to everything again. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm definitely going to have to get used to everything again. So now we're off to fight the final boss because I'm pretty sure I have everything I need. Or I'm pretty sure I have everything there is. I find it strange that it said that I was 100% on the game even though I was missing that one spell. Clearly they don't go too literal about the 100% thing. Considering I have to run all the way back to the warp point now, I thought I might... Wait, have I already gone this way? Don't think I have. Good. I thought that I might actually talk about some stuff that happened over the last month. In terms of gaming. I mean, a lot of stuff happened over the last month, I know, but I thought I'd talk about a couple of things in particular. They're both kind of related to each other, even though they might not be on face value, but they are in my head. First of all, Silent Hill's being cancelled, and, you know, PT being taken down from the PlayStation 4 store, which I think is crazy after Kojima had his dispute with Konami, which, you know, fair enough. Clearly their creative visions didn't quite match up anymore, and he decided he was going to go his own way. Well, that's how it seems. And it affected Silent Hills, which is fine. I'm actually glad that they said, hey, yeah, we can't make this anymore. You know, we don't have the creative vision to see this through without him. I think that was cool. I'm glad they didn't release a compromised product like EA would have done. But it's still really, really sad. I think PT meant something to me, anyway, and I'm assuming to a lot of other people, that honestly no other survival horror game has really meant to me for a long time. I'm not a huge survival horror person. My favorite horror game of all time is Alan Wake, and I know that's not really a horror game. That's why I said I'm not a huge survival horror person. So the idea of this game making me more excited potentially than Alan Wake, I think is really saying something. I liked Alan Wake and I liked Dead Space, and then before that I think Silent Hill 2 was my favorite survival horror game. But I don't know, PT just did something. It was made by essentially a genius, let's be honest. I know that's like a bit of a strong way to put it, but to be honest I don't think it is. You know, Kojima's been attached to some huge titles, to some of my favorite titles ever. Obviously there's Metal Gear and Silent Hill, but even Zone of the Enders. I love Zone of the Enders. Specifically number 2, but I quite like number 1 as well. But the idea of him leaving is really quite depressing. The idea of Silent Hill being over is depressing. Because I found that PT, while it was, you know, incredibly beautiful, while it was incredibly scary, it scared the crap out of me. I am not going to lie. It was terrifying. And I never finished it. I'll put this out here right now. I never got to finish it. But PT really drew me in. I played it over about the course of like a week and a half, and I had heard that it was quite challenging. And I decided that I wasn't going to look up any, you know, any solutions to the puzzles that they had in there, or any steps to the puzzles unless I was so annoyed at the game that I just couldn't do anything else. That was essentially the idea that I had in my head, and I think I got through that idea just fine. No, I don't want that one. You know, I got fairly far in the game. I actually got the clock to tick over past midnight, which I think is pretty good. I mean, the amount of time, like the sheer amount of time that it took me to figure out that dying wasn't just like the end of the game. It was ridiculous. It took me so long to do. So, actually, do I have all those pages? Pretty sure I do. Yeah, 10 out of 10. So, you know, I really put in time to that game. And I'm not really going to be talking about my experience with the game, because I think everybody had a pretty good experience with it, unless you don't have a particularly strong stomach for that kind of thing, which I totally understand. But, you know, the fact is that it's one of the most creative games I've ever seen. The game was created... Yeah, we've seen this. You know, the game was created to bring people together. It was sort of created with the idea that you have to work with other people on the internet to solve it, which I think is a marvelous thing. I think that is kind of next-gen concept. I don't think we got this before. We didn't get this before, did we? Oh, I can't pause it, damn it. Okay. Sorcerer time, I guess. Yeah, we definitely didn't get this done. Ah, it's the daddy! Oh, I didn't have the white orb, maybe that's why. Ow, fuck me. Ah, I see. That was weird. Sorry, Daddy. That wasn't the final boss, surely. What have I done? What have you done, you bastard? What have you done? Yeah, here we go. We must go. No, we must fight. But the idea of, you know, a game existing to bring people together on the internet is pretty spectacular, I think, because horror games and puzzle games, because, you know, PT is a bit of both, they exist in this weird kind of vacuum of space in which they're so easily spoiled by somebody. Whoa, what the fuck? Ah, shit. By somebody, what the hell? By somebody just going online and looking up an answer. How the hell do you kill this thing? The fuck? Oh, I see. His horn lights up there. So while his spells have just been cast, apparently. Clever. But, yeah, you know, it's just this idea that they're spoiled so easily, they're spoiled so quickly by somebody just going online and looking at the answer, that creating a game, a puzzle game, a horror puzzle game, in which you need to go online to look up the answers, I think is really, really creative. I think it's really, really special. I think it's really, really cool. And I think it's incredibly sad that, you know, that project's now been cancelled, and I think fair enough that it has, but it meant something for me as a person that never really, really, like, loved survival horror. Shit. And so that's essentially like the main implication that I've got with it. Whoa! So they just like follow you. Okay. I don't like that spell. Fuck that spell. The other thing that I was going to talk about was Catherine. So I've been playing a lot of Catherine over the past couple of weeks. Like, a lot of Catherine. I love that game. Catherine is amazing. Such a good game. One of the best narrative-driven games I've ever played, and while it's not, you know, exactly horror, I still think it's fantastic. Damn. But yeah, Catherine's one of those games where I didn't actually think, what is this? Oh my god! Fuck you. This thing's gonna mosey around for ages, clearly. Catherine was one of those games that I didn't really just sort of think was, you know, I was gonna fall in love with, but I did. It had such a weird story, but it had such a good story, and the characters were interesting. I think that's one of the biggest parts of it, the characters were actually interesting. So, the thing that I wanted to bring up with Catherine was that, you know, it was a game that I'm sure a lot of devs probably wouldn't have, or a lot of publishers, I should say, probably wouldn't have taken a chance on. Because it's a weird game. There's a lot of weird stuff in it. I mean, it's a puzzle game about, you know, it's a block pushing puzzle game. And generally they're pretty boring, but you know, I think Catherine's really well thought out, and I think the best thing about it is the fact that the difficulty actually changes the puzzles. You know, I think that's really cool. So yeah, I think Catherine was an amazing game, and I think it will be, in my opinion, for a very long time. But I do wonder if they'll ever create another one, because it was one of those games where I kind of thought it looked a bit interesting, looked very weird, but, you know, it was like, well, I saw it on sale one day and I thought, yeah, I'd pick it up. Why not? It's $10. So I gave it a go, and I loved it, and I think it probably got that reception from a lot of people. Damn. And I think because of that, not a lot of companies will be willing to take the risk on it, which again is fair enough. It's their money, they gotta make money, and I think making money with this kind of game can be kind of difficult. And I don't think they made that much. I think it got really good critical reception, just like, you know, was it Beyond Good and Evil? Got really good critical reception, but it didn't do particularly well financially. And that's really sad, because it's such a good game. It's such a high quality game. So I am afraid that they're not going to make it. I love that Atlas did make it. I almost missed that attack. I love that Atlas did make it. I love that they took the chance on it. I mean, they take the chance on quite a few weird Japanese things. I mean, Persona's a bit weird. Persona's beautiful, but it's a little bit weird. And so the idea that, you know, they took the chance on a game like Catherine, where some guy came into the office, not some guy, but, you know, I'm assuming quite a higher up, came into the office and he said, so I'm thinking about this game, and he pitched the idea for Catherine. It's got sheep. It's about a dude that cheats on his girlfriend after getting drunk at the pub one night. I think that's so weird, and it's so cool that someone was like, you know, yeah, that's fantastic, and then they pitch it to a board of directors, and the board of directors says, do what you want. You know, your name's going to be attached to it though. If you think it'll do well, then make it. If you think it'll be good, then make it. And it was brilliant. I think it was fantastic. The opening theme song. Okay, so I want to play a bit of the opening theme song, like at the end of this set. Okay, when I finish off this set and I do like the closing credits thing, I'm going to play a little bit of the closing or the opening theme. It's fantastic. It's ridiculous. There's like an hour-long loop online that I have listened to many, many times. It's so good. And so I love that game. I mean, I'm still playing it now. I mean, not right now, obviously, but I'm still playing it to this day because I just want to get better at it. You know, I've had such a, you know, marked improvement since when I started playing the game to now, but that's not enough. I need to keep getting better at it. I need to be the best Catherine player that I've ever been. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. The idea that, you know, some people like Kojima, some people like, I can't remember what his name is, but the guy that made Catherine, you know, people like them can just make these beautiful games, can make these incredibly creative games. It's so exciting, and it's a shame that Silent Hills has been cancelled because Kojima and Konami had a bit of a standoff. It's such a shame that that happened. Like I said, I'm a little bit glad that they didn't release a compromised product, but still. But the idea that they can, do that. There are people out there that love their product so much that they're willing to take a chance like that on a title like Catherine, or a teaser like PT. A teaser. That's so good. PT is truly next gen, I think. In a lot of different ways. I think it's truly next gen. And now that it's been taken down from the store, you know, I'll have to go in and I'll have to have a look and see if I can find the ending, because I'm obviously not going to be able to get it myself, which is sad, but you know, them's the breaks. Also, this has been a really easy final boss so far. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's so good that there are still people out there that take game design so seriously. You know, whose games mean so much to them as a company, to them as creators, that they do sort of, you know, take those chances. Oh my god, get up! Fine, fuck you. And I hope that Kojima, I hope that you know, Atlas, especially Team P, or I can't remember what it's called, but whichever team essentially creates the Persona franchise, I hope that they continue to just do awesome stuff. I hope they continue to do super creative stuff. I mean, Metal Gear Solid's always been a little bit weird, but people love it. I love it. You know, Zone of the Enders, same deal. I mean, Zone of the Enders 3 never came to be because I think there wasn't enough demand for it in his eyes, and that's fair enough. He's got to make money, but I would love to see a third installment in that game. The difference between Zone of the Enders 1 and Zone of the Enders 2 is mind-blowing! It's mind-blowing! Zone of the Enders 1 is just like a little bit weird. Zone of the Enders 2 is brilliant. Brilliant. I don't know. Creativity is not dead in gaming. Not by a long shot. But I think it needs help. You know, CD Projekt Red, I think, do a fantastic job with The Witcher. They are one of the last bastions in gaming for creativity, I'd say. You know, they do such a good job. And I really do think that if The Witcher 3 is as good as it can be, if it is as good as it looks like it's going to be, then wonderful. Suck it, boss. That was like the easiest boss in the game. Yeah, he had a lot of health, but damn, that was not too hard. Ha ha! Nice. Nice, 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 nice. So I wonder what happens if you do just kill the sorcerer when you don't have 100%. I'm assuming it's the bad ending. Maybe the tower collapses and you die. Or something. Holy crap, I have a face. Oh my god, I have a face! I was honestly just thinking of my character as some disembodied suit of armor. You know, suit of armor with like a spirit in it or something. I don't know, it was weird. This was a great game. This was a great game. Yeah, I'd definitely suggest picking it up if you want to give it a go. Obviously, if you watch the entire thing here or somewhere else, then you already know everything that's in here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and essentially make a video of where I got all the spells from, because when I was looking up where to get the last spell, it actually took a while. Like, it took quite a while, I'm not gonna lie. But fantastic. The game was fantastic. It was really fun. Not quite as rage-inducing as I thought it would be. Oh my god, shortest credits ever. Thank you. %. Hells yeah. I have completed with 100%. Do I get anything in particular? Unlock new game plus. More secrets / challenges. Oh, cool. Okay. I might have to have a look at that later. Anyway, thank you for watching this series. It was actually really fun. It went for quite a while longer than I thought it would. I think that took me about 6 hours all in all. Let's see what's in the secrets now. So, do you only get secrets when you die? That's my question. Do you only get secrets when you die? View the intro cutscene. View ending number 2. Okay, so yeah, there'll be ending number 1 somewhere. Total time, 11 hours and 3 minutes. Holy crap. There you go. Until next time, have a good one. Have a great one.